NCAA National Wrestling Champion and 2016 U.S. Olympic alternate, Zach Ray, recently spent 2 days hosting clinics for the Green Knight Wrestling Club in Pen Argyl, Pennsylvania. The club supports midget, junior high, and high school wrestling programs.
Having Zach Ray around with his credentials certainly helped our kids out. Having him up here with our midget kids today, you know, you get young kids in here that look up to guys like him and have seen him around, you know, coming from Lehigh and locally in Jersey. You get a guy like him to come in, it opens up their eyes, keeps them involved in the sport. Hey, we can learn some stuff from a guy like Zach, an Olympian. What it means to our program is, you know, some of our kids that are walking the halls that should be out here on the mat, you know, maybe we can get them back involved in our program.
Wrestling a little bit better, okay? So pay attention, no talking. Be nice, easy Saturday technique, a little bit of learning today, okay? So what we're doing, post high crotch, right? Post high crotch, stop, hips in. Here we go, 1, 2, 3.
We really appreciate him coming here and giving back to the community, because that's what it's all about. These little kids, their eyes light up. When someone like that, or that status, walks into the room, these kids, they just light up. So before we leave here, he's going to be signing a couple kids' shirts for him, and they'll probably hang on to those shirts for quite a while, but we really thank him for coming here. Thank you very much, Zach.
Same kind of idea. We fake here. We come here and keep doing it again. Keep going. We got to reach us close, high crotch. Good job. Right there. Good job. Nice.
Well, it was really cool that he came and showed us some ways to wrestle better.
Underhook, high crotch, comes up, drives in, hips up. Perfect. That was perfect.
It was an honor to get to meet a two-time national champion and an Olympic, and somebody who is on the Olympic team, and for helping us get better.
Forward, then I want you guys to take your single shot and end up here, okay? Everybody see that? So remember, inside tie, big pull, outside step, shot. Hips in, head up. See where my head is, see where my ear is? I don't want to see this. I want your head up, okay? You guys can do that? Yeah. Real easy, right? Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
It's not too far from down, so it's always nice helping out area wrestling, just trying to get the area better. So it was a great 2-day clinic that we had up here. Hopefully the kids learned a lot of technique to help them out in our area. So there's a lot of hard-working kids, a lot of dedicated wrestlers, even at how young they are. From being only a couple years into this sport to being in high school is a very good area for wrestling. They learn real quick. A lot of guys are trying to get better, trying to do big stuff on big stages. And a lot of kids learn very quickly, whether it's in a couple hour sessions. You see a lot of growth from the wrestlers the past couple of days, so it's awesome to see. What got me started wrestling was Eric Fagerman. He was coach of Pack on High School. So I started wrestling freshman year of high school. And I was just in the weight room, and he needed a heavyweight, so he came and pulled me out of the weight room off the football team. And you know, it's been history ever since. So I started wrestling back in 2004, so I've been wrestling about 13 years. I know that's for how far along I am in my career. That's not that many years wrestling. A lot of kids start wrestling when they're in 2nd grade and real young. For me, I started in 9th grade. So a lot of guys have head starts on me, but yeah, it's been a long road.
All right, we're sure that you've had some high points and low points in your career. What have been some of the highs and the lows, and what have you taken from the lows?
So a couple of high points would probably be winning a state title, winning an NCAA title, and then wrestling at the World Championships in 2015. And then every wrestler, the lows are those tournaments, you know, where you don't succeed. But for me, my major lows are the tournaments where I've lost in the finals. Anytime I take 2nd place, I pretty much I dislike that more than going 1-2 or 0-2, whatever it is in the tournament, because you're so close to being that #1 guy. So those type of lows, those give me fire, whether it's my loss in the NCAA finals or my losses in the World Team Trials or Olympic finals. Those ones really fire me up and let me know that I have the ability to be the guy, to be the #1 guy in those tournaments. But I've come up short, and it gives you a good fire. Just keep working hard.
With your success in the wrestling sport, have you ever considered about transitioning into mixed martial arts?
Yeah, I mean it's been a thought. That's a standard transition now from senior level athletes going from wrestling into MMA. There's a lot more money in it. There's a lot more fame in it. But for me at this point in my life, my goals are wrestling and not yet MMA. I don't quite have that fire in me yet. I've had some people contact me about it. I've seen some articles with regard to me transferring into it. One of my past coaches at Lehigh, Steve Bacco, we trained a little bit in that. But yeah, I haven't thought about making the transition yet, but I've thought about it. It'd be fun, but right now my goals are all wrestling oriented.
All right, seeing how you started so late in wrestling, what advice would you give to youngsters who are thinking about getting into the sport?
Okay, so the advice I give to youngsters getting into the sport, and again, since I started wrestling freshman year in high school, I don't necessarily have the experience of this, but for me, what I've seen is our youth wrestlers and our really young wrestlers, what they need to be doing right now is having fun. They need to be treating it like a game. There should be no pressure from parenting or coaches. They should go out there and just have the fun of competing, winning or losing. It should just be a game to them, and it should all be very relaxed. There should be no cutting weight. There should be no added pressures from besides what their goals are at the time. So really, they should just be focused on having fun, having a good time.